Hi, my name is John Leone and I'm here with my family on the 4th of July of 2014. It's raining cats and dogs outside, so we decided to make a video about stopping smoking.
Woo!
Okay.
Woo! Yay!
I quit smoking 4 years ago on Memorial Day, and it's not so much a method as a journey. It takes time to quit finally for someone like me. I was a very heavy smoker.
Boo!
And let's take a look at my addiction. It was 2 packs a day, sometimes more, sometimes less. And lots of coffee. I always had the coffee flowing with the cigarettes. Beers, when I was younger, played more of a part than when I got older. It was less, but still played a part. And the whole equation was giving me breathing problems. I was on breathing medicine and still smoking. It was a difficult time before I quit. The first thing I did was stop drinking. Stopping drinking, for some people, it's the ends of the earth. For me at that time, I was just having a few beers once in a while. I was actually in the garage having a beer and a cigarette, and I was thinking about quit attempts. And I noticed that 2 or 3 of them failed when I had a beer, and then I said, what the heck, I'll have a cigarette. Once you do that, you're sunk. You go from a cigarette to a pack to a thought, and the whole wheel starts again. The thing I did next was track my cigarettes. I got that from one of the online programs I tried. I think it was either QuitNet or Freedom from Smoking by the American Lung Association. And what they basically have you do is jot down your cigarettes, when you smoked the cigarette, the mood when you're on the cigarette, and where you were, what you were doing, things like that. So you could review your smoking. And I liked that thing, and I did it several times with quit attempts, and they were almost successful. So this one I did for a 10-month period. I kept track of just a count of cigarettes, and I was trying to keep my count between 20 and 25. Some days I'd make it, some days I wouldn't. But each day I would have the sheet, and then I would graph it, and I would continue to improve.
Oh, yeah.
The big thing that helped, even with the reduction, was I cut back on the coffee, reduced my caffeine altogether. I did it over a period of time so I didn't get bad headaches or anything. It was a very difficult thing for me to do, but it contributed to reduction very well, and it contributed to a successful quit attempt. Whereas I went a few years without going back to much caffeine.
Yay!
But now I'm like, give or take, but you know, it did help with the process.
Woo!
For me,
Woo!
I know some people that, drink coffee all day long when they're quitting, and that works for them, God bless. I began light exercise. I always do some light exercise, but like I used to walk around the block and I would walk and have a cigarette, so what good was it? So whatever exercise I did, I tried to remove the cigarettes from it. Like if I walked around the block, I would smoke afterwards or something like that. And then as a quit attempt went in, I would do the exercise the best of my ability too. But when I first quit, my breathing actually got worse before it got better. I did seek professional help in many areas. Back in the 90s, I remember when the patch came out and you need a doctor's prescription. I was one of the first ones to get it. As soon as I got $100 together, I spent it on patches. And I just thought you'd put it on and it works. 35 years later, I found out what really works is going to a program face-to-face with people that help me. And I carry this bottle, Learn to Be Tobacco-Free. This is the training in Suffolk County in New York that helped me succeed at what I was doing. And for the past 4 years, I've walked around with this bottle, and I fill it with ice and water, and just keep drinking. I actually have a couple of them. And they basically saved my life. What they did was they had a class of 6 meetings combined with meeting with a nurse practitioner that was an expert in smoking cessation. If you do some sort of medication route or pill route, whatever you're doing, if you get advice from someone that specializes in smoking cessation, and you tell them exactly what you've tried, what you've done, and what's the extent of your habit, it's a winning ingredient, and it worked for me.
Yay!
But I did follow up. They had monthly meetings one every 2 weeks, one in one place, one in the other. And for the first year, I actually went to both, so I would have 2 meetings a month. And it proved very helpful because listening to other people, things that were tempting them or whatnot, and if I was put in a similar tempting situation, it would trigger something that would protect me from going back. So it's a matter of due diligence. And that's perseverance and diligence. If you keep working at it, keep trying different things, you will get there. It may seem impossible sometimes, and the things I went through may seem a little excessive, but it can happen. And to this day, my wife takes this little whiteboard they gave us that we keep on our refrigerator, and she updates the days every year. And every time I get a year, we put another year strong.
Woo!
And thank you for your time. I hope it works for you. Something I've said will be helpful. If not, I mean, it's a difficult thing to do. I tried countless times, but I did finally succeed. All I can say is keep trying different methods, things that work, remember and try them again. Sometimes part of one thing works, part of another thing combined will be the ingredient for you. And I wish you all the best on this Independence Day, that you become independent of smoking.